Good morning, everybody. This is a fun morning so far. We have her hair standing up, my hair standing up, waving at each other. And then we have sun rays coming in from the west. That is looking west. If you're in Tampa, Florida right now, look to the west and you have sun rays coming in from the west. Life is strange. Good morning, Michelle. How are you, my love? Good morning. Tell everybody who you are, where you are, what you do in this big, fabulous, glowing ball of a globe.
It is glowing this morning. How amazing. I'm so glad you captured those western lights. So weird. Good morning. I'm Michelle Smith of Transformation Yoga and the founder of Resiliency School.
Yes.
I feel like Oprah this morning. I'm singing like every other line.
You get a song, and you get a song. Oh, well, thank you for just bringing light into our world this morning. As the sun is rising, would you like to lead us with some beautiful breath work this morning?
I would love to, and I'm so glad that you mentioned breath work because that's the theme for today.
Excellent.
We're going to have an opportunity to focus on just one thing, the gift of simplicity. So, this is contrary to my nature. I tend to like to do a million things at once. And the more I layer on, the better. It's like, okay. So today we're going to practice the gift of simplicity, which is really, really important concept for building resiliency because it allows the mind and it allows the brain to settle and to not be all over the place, but to just kind of move into synchronicity. So we'll start out as usual, getting nice and straight and tall. And roll the shoulders back so we can open up the pectoral tissue. Maybe even lean back a little bit. So it's very interesting that sometimes we tend to lean forward into life. Just kind of lean back. Kind of adopt the Jay-Z state of mind here. Excellent. Our focus for today is going to be the Ujjayi breath. So the Ujjayi breath is a very slight constriction of the epiglottis. And it's the same sensation of fogging up a mirror or sucking fog off a mirror for the inhale. But we do it with the mouth closed. So we'll start first with the mouth open with our hand in front of us just so we can feel that sensation and pretend we're fogging up the mirror. Excellent. I hope you brushed your teeth this morning. And then inhale, try to suck the fog off the mirror. Excellent. So now we're going to do that with the mouth closed. Beautiful. Keep that going. Let's see if we can introduce some lightness into it. Inhaling in. Soften the shoulders. Soften the jaw. Soften the eyebrows. Inhaling. Exhaling. See if you can soften through the throat. Soften through the breath. Keep the breath going. This is the ocean sounding breath. This sound that we're making, keep going, is very rhythmic. It allows the body to kind of switch into a rest and digest mode. The actual sound and the vibration that is moving through the body is very, very soothing to the vagus nerve, to the adrenals. It's a beautiful ritual. At any point in time, the more you practice this very simple technique, that when you enter into it, it automatically begins to stimulate this restful experience. So by just taking 5 minutes now and focusing on the breath, we're beginning to imprint a new experience into our awareness. And this is something you can practice while seated still in meditation. Throughout the day, you can practice this. While you're doing dishes for a few minutes. While you're making your bed. While you're sending out emails. Just randomly letting this breath organically show up in your life. Beautiful. On the next exhale, let the breath go and allow yourself to return to a normal breath. Release the throat, release the jaw. Feel the movement of the belly. Very soft, natural breath. Observe a very subtle vibration in the body. From that delicious break we took to the ocean sounding breath. Notice that awakening that is reverberating throughout the body. Excellent. Let's rub the hands together, get them toasty warm. And place both hands on the belly, upper and lower belly. And again, feel that vibration from the hands, the warmth from the hands, the soothing energy. Allowing sweetness and calm to enter in. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale the sigh. We'll conclude with Om, Amen, Hallelujah. It's all good. Take another deep breath in. the simplicity.
Oh, that was beautiful. You got a good 20 yawns out of me at least.
That's a really good thing. When we start to calm down the vagus nerve, we begin to notice if we're a little oxygen depleted. So that's what the yawn is about. It's a call to really take in some more breath. So very natural response.
Interesting. Yeah, it's funny because about halfway through, I was so proud of myself at first because I struggle with this breath. This is like hard for me to grasp for some reason. And so I was so proud of myself at the beginning. I was like, oh, I'm doing it naturally. It just felt super natural. And then about halfway through, I don't know what happened, but I suddenly forgot how to breathe. And it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I had to really think about that. Really holding the hand up, like fogging up a mirror, really helps visualize it. Just, I need visual cues.
We all do. We all do.
That was perfect, though. And it is so interesting how that stimulates. I was reading about every time you mention the vagus nerve, I'm like, oh, that's so like every time I read about that nerve, I think about you. And I was reading there's a technique about putting your thumb in your mouth and blowing. And yeah, it's supposed to be a stress release thing. I'm like, I'm not going to walk around an airport with my thumb in my mouth. That's just not going to happen.
Walking around 2020 like.
Exactly. But they said the reason for that really is just about having some form of constriction, like some kind of like, and it's for the vagus nerve or vagus nerve or however you say that. How are you saying it?
Oh, now you're making me think. I always say vagus nerve or vagal nerve. Oh man,
it's a nerve that starts with a V. That's what it is. But it's just so interesting how that is like manifested different ways. But I much prefer the Ujjayi breath to walking around with my thumb in my mouth. So thank you for that.
I think I'll be exploring a little bit more pranayama. So pranayama is one of the 8 limbs of yoga. A lot of people think of yoga as just the structure and the form and the shapes, but that's only 1/8 of the practice. And a very large chunk of practice is the breath work. And there is like breath work that we can do that, really causes that gentle relaxation, the soft palate, all of that just kind of like soothes tension. That'll be the focus for the next 30 days.
All right, we're going to benefit from your hard research and
I'll figure out vagal or Vegas.
And then we're going to Vegas. No, we're not. Coronavirus. Actually, I don't think I'd want to go to Vegas even without coronavirus. I want to go out to nature. Thank you so much. This was like the most perfect way of starting my day.
Oh, my pleasure.
I appreciate everybody for joining us this morning. So many highs. Good morning, all you beautiful people. I hope everybody has a beautiful start to their week, has a gorgeous morning this morning, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye, guys.